Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. I know I'm in Sweden, but I mean, it's still courteous to say good morning, right? So very, very welcome to Leetspeak 2016. I hope everybody could find a space. There's quite a lot of people in the room. There are some spaces at the far edge there, so for next sessions you can always, remember that. My name is Martin Mazur, and I'm really thrilled to be your conferencier for today. For this year's Leetspeak, we chose the theme, Let's Ship Stuff. For us, this was a way to become a little bit more concrete, a way to get our head out of the clouds and into reality. It's a way to get out of this whole imagination land and into production. There's a guy called Luke Wroblewski who tweeted, "Dream in years, plan in months, and ship in days." Think about that. Dream in years, plan in months, ship in days. 5 years ago, we had a dream. A dream of creating a community conference. A place where knowledge would be easily accessible and easily accessible for everyone. And when I say everyone, I really do mean everyone. We wanted to have a place where you can come and learn, no matter gender, origin, age, background, job, or if you were a student. And we wanted a place with high quality content. And this was the dream that spawned the idea of Leetspeak. Dream in years, plan in months, ship in days. And so the planning began, and we were trying to figure out, what do we need to do in order to make this dream true? What's preventing people from going to a conference? And what we learned was that usually it's external factors. It came down to money and time. So how could we put the freedom of choice back in the individual's hands? Well, first of all, we needed to remove the financial constraints of going to a conference. And it was very important for us that when we created Leetspeak, it would be a place that everybody could afford to come. So that's why we decided on a very symbolical ticket price for this conference. And secondly, we needed to make sure that the time for Leetspeak was your own time, the time of the individual. Because no one should have to ask for time off or lose income in order to come to Leetspeak. So that's why we decided to have Leetspeak on a weekend. That's why we're here on a Saturday. And for the very first Leetspeak, we decided on a very, very small number of attendees. And we decided to keep it here in Malmö. Dream in years, plan in months, ship in days. And then it came to the shipping part. And every day we shipped a little bit. We shipped an invite mail to a speaker, we booked something, we ordered something, and slowly we started shipping a conference. The biggest surprise that first year was actual demand for tickets. We thought that almost nobody would come to Leetspeak. Honestly, first year we thought almost nobody would be interested. Our initial assumption was way, way off. So we were left with the challenge of scaling. And we needed to scale rapidly. That meant finding a new venue and finding sponsors. In the nick of time, we pulled it all off. We got sponsors, and we got a bigger venue. On the 21st of October 2012, the first Leetspeak shipped. It was in St. Gertruds here in Malmö, and it had about 180 attendees. We understood then and there that this was not a one-time thing. It was something we needed to keep doing. We needed to keep shipping Leetspeaks. Dream in years, plan in months, ship in days. And I'm really, really happy to finally be back in Malmö, where all of this started, where all of this craziness began. We shipped the dream to keep Leetspeak going for 5 years, keep it growing, and stay true to our values. And that is why all of you are still here on a Saturday, and we haven't changed our ticket price since the first year. Dream in years, plan in months, ship in days. In a sense, we've been planning this particular Leetspeak for 5 years. But I think the real plan started in January this year. And even if we stay true to all of our core values, a lot of new things are happening at Leetspeak. And we try to up our game every year. And this year we're experimenting with Kids Speak, which is our own little mini conference where we can share knowledge across generations. Where we're building the next version of Leetspeakers. So about 10 kids, 15 programming downstairs. This is also the first year where we actually have an app in the App Store and on Google Play. So if you haven't downloaded that yet, you should. There's some schedules and other goodness in that. And what we also planned for this year is more attendees than ever before. We sold 500 tickets this year. Ship in days. I'm going to tell you one thing. When it comes to conferences, it is truly shipping in days. A lot of work has been done right before this conference, in the weeks before, the days before, the morning before. But to be honest, this thing, I don't see it as shipped until it's all over. So actually, Leetspeak is being shipped right here, right now, as we speak. And you are all an integral part in shipping this conference. Because the thing is, you can't really have a conference without attendees. That's not how it works. So we're all gathered here around one common goal. And that is to learn and become better at what we do. We're all people here from different walks of life, unified under the will to further our own knowledge and the knowledge of others. So I want to ask you one thing, right? So please be mindful of that. Be kind to each other, respect each other during the conference, and behave professionally. Let your smarts and common ground provide a harassment-free environment today. Because we're all here for the same reason. No matter gender, origin, age, background, or social standing. We have a passion, a drive for knowledge. So it's this drive and this passion that has always set the bar for Leetspeak. I mean, we want to provide sessions that are a bit more advanced and challenging for the intellect than your average conference. And this year, we also want to have sessions that are real. We don't want to get caught up in dreams or plans. We want to get down to shipping stuff. That is why this year's theme is Let's Ship Stuff. We wanted to have one day where we focus on tools, practices that are available, useful, and real, right here, right now. Because someone once told me in a project, it was a bit harsh, but they told me, your code is not done until it's in production making me money. And I think that's something that's important to understand when we write software. We don't write it for its own sake. We write it to generate some kind of value, either for ourselves, for our organizations, or for somebody we know. Right? So today, I know our fantastic speakers will provide you with tools and knowledge that is not only advanced, but also useful with current technology. At the end of the day, when you all leave here, I hope every single one of you feels completely overwhelmed with knowledge, inspired, and ready to ship stuff. But this year's theme also has something else hidden inside of it. If you listen to it, let's ship stuff. Let us ship stuff. It's about doing things together. And shipping this here today, shipping this conference, is a team effort. It's no small feat. It's a lot of fun, but it's also a lot of hard work. And it's something that is done by almost superhuman team. There were many people involved in bringing Leetspeak to life this year. We have the whole crew, which is wearing these awesome crew t-shirts. If you see them around, give them a hug, say thanks, and if you have any questions, those are the people to ask. We have the program committee, who's responsible for finding this year's awesome lineup. We have everyone at Triathlon 37, my colleagues there. I want to thank them for their continuous support of the conference. And especially my colleagues that spent a lot of time on shipping the Leetspeak app this year. And then there a huge, huge thank you to our sponsors for helping us scale and making this possible. So Hitahem, Microsoft, Betsson, all have helped. So make sure to visit their booths outside and say thank you. And last but not least, I really want to thank all of you for being here today. Because it's not possible to ship a conference without attendees. And it takes a special type of person to go up early on a Saturday to get better at what they do. You should be proud of yourselves. It is you that in the end ship Leetspeak, year after year. So the important thing is to remember that the knowledge is not only inside of the sessions here, but it's also in the breaks when you take a coffee or when you wait in the bathroom line. It's during lunch. And even in the digital world, all the things you guys put forward on social media, on GitHub, on your blogs, that's also a way to further this community and make it better. So it's continuous knowledge sharing throughout the day and throughout the year. And it doesn't end here at the end of the day, because this year we're celebrating 5 years of Leetspeak. So we have an awesome after party in stock for all of you. If you've signed up for the after party, you should have gotten one of these tickets. You know if you're signed up because your little badge will have a party hat on the dude. And if you haven't gotten your pass, talk to somebody in the Triathlon 37 booth and they will give you your pass. We do have extra passes, so if you've changed your mind and want to go, you can ask in Triathlon 37 booth for a pass. The pass is only needed for food. If you want to stay for drinks, you're free to do so. Also, in order for us to improve the conference and for the speakers to improve themselves, we really want to get your feedback. So as I mentioned, this year we have an app. We're trying that out. And after the sessions, you will have a notification in the app where you can rate the session. So I would really appreciate if everybody rated the sessions and told us what you think about it, so we can build a better conference. And remember, dream in years, plan in months, and ship in days, right? And don't forget to enjoy the moments. And with that said, I want to welcome a top contributor to Stack Overflow. He works at Google, making Google Cloud Platform a wonderful experience for C# developers. He's also a Leetspeak Classic, spoke at Leetspeak 2013 in Stockholm. And this year we have him in Malmo. Please welcome our first speaker, John Skeet.